Our planet Earth is always in motion, constantly spinning on its axis. It spins like a top, making one full rotation every 24 hours, which is why we have a consistent cycle of day and night. This rotation is what gives us day and night, creating the beautiful transitions of sunrise and sunset. As the Earth turns, different parts of the planet face the sun, basking in its warmth and light. The side facing the sun experiences daylight, while the side facing away is in darkness, creating a continuous cycle of light and shadow. Earth's rotation isn't just about day and night, it has far-reaching effects on our environment. It also plays a crucial role in shaping our weather patterns, influencing how winds and storms develop. The spin creates the Coriolis effect, which causes winds and ocean currents to curve, affecting everything from hurricanes to trade winds. This curvature helps distribute heat around the globe, making different regions habitable and supporting diverse ecosystems. Gravity is another force that's influenced by Earth's rotation, subtly altering how we experience weight. The spinning creates a centrifugal force that slightly counteracts gravity, making objects at the equator a tiny bit lighter than at the poles, a fascinating phenomenon. This difference is small but measurable, and it highlights the intricate balance of forces at play on our planet. Imagine if Earth suddenly stopped spinning, the implications would be profound and far-reaching. The consequences would be catastrophic, impacting everything from our atmosphere to the very ground we stand on, altering life as we know it. In the following sections, we'll explore what would happen if this hypothetical scenario became reality, delving into the science and potential outcomes of a world without spin. In the first minute after Earth stops spinning, the most immediate effect would be felt by everything on the surface. Because of inertia, the tendency of an object to resist changes in motion, everything would continue moving eastward at the speed it was traveling before the stop. At the equator, where the rotational speed is fastest, this would translate to objects flying eastward at roughly 1,000 miles per hour. Buildings, cars, trees, and even people would be launched into the air, creating unimaginable destruction. The oceans, also subject to inertia, would surge eastward, creating massive tsunamis that would inundate coastlines around the world. Coastal cities would be wiped out in an instant, with the water traveling miles inland. The atmosphere wouldn't be spared either. The air, still moving at high speeds, would create hurricane-force winds that would sweep across the planet, further adding to the devastation. It would be a minute of unimaginable chaos and destruction. As the initial shock subsides, people would begin to realize the full extent of the catastrophe. The Earth would begin to experience a cascade of other effects, each more devastating than the last. One of the most significant changes would be to the length of day and night, which would be altered dramatically. With the rotation stopped, one side of the Earth would face the sun constantly, basking in unending daylight, while the other would be plunged into perpetual darkness, never seeing the light of day again. On the sun-facing side, temperatures would soar to extreme levels, reaching heights never before experienced, scorching the land and boiling any remaining water, leaving the environment parched and lifeless. The constant heat would trigger massive wildfires, spreading uncontrollably, further polluting the air and making survival impossible for most life forms, choking the atmosphere with smoke. Meanwhile, on the dark side, temperatures would plummet to sub-zero levels, creating a frozen hellscape. The lack of sunlight would freeze the land and oceans, turning them into solid ice, creating a desolate, icy wasteland where life would struggle to survive. The extreme temperature difference between the two hemispheres would lead to unprecedented weather patterns, with violent storms raging across the planet, causing further destruction and chaos. The sudden stop of Earth's rotation would also disrupt the magnetic field, which is crucial for protecting life, which acts as a shield against harmful solar radiation, keeping the planet safe from cosmic dangers. Without this protection, the Earth would be bombarded by radiation, increasing the risk of mutations and disease, further threatening any remaining life, making survival a near impossible challenge. In the first hour after the Earth stopped spinning, the chances of human survival would be slim. The few who managed to survive the initial chaos would face a new set of challenges: extreme temperatures, lack of food and water, and exposure to deadly radiation. The collapse of infrastructure would be another major hurdle. Power grids would fail, plunging the world into darkness and disrupting communication systems. Transportation networks would be destroyed, making it impossible to travel or seek help. Medical facilities, already overwhelmed by the initial disaster, would be unable to cope with the sheer number of injuries and illnesses. The lack of essential supplies like electricity, clean water, and medication would make even basic medical care impossible. Humanity's technological prowess, which has allowed us to thrive on this planet, would be rendered useless in the face of such a catastrophic event. Section 5. Hours to days, a world transformed. As hours turn into days, the Earth would continue to transform into a vastly different planet. The oceans, no longer held in place by the centrifugal force of rotation, would redistribute themselves with water migrating towards the poles. This would lead to the formation of two massive polar oceans, separated by a single giant landmass around the equator. The shape of continents as we know them would be gone, reshaped by the receding waters. The atmosphere, too, would undergo dramatic changes. The extreme temperature differences between the light and dark sides would create powerful winds that would circle the planet, reaching speeds never seen before. These winds, combined with the lack of rotation, would lead to the formation of new, unpredictable weather patterns. Superstorms, unlike anything we can imagine, would become commonplace, further reshaping the surface of the Earth. Section 6. Months to years, a new Earth takes shape. Over months and years, the Earth would settle into its new, non-rotating state. The planet, once a dynamic sphere of constant motion, would now be a world of stark contrasts. The side facing the sun would become a scorching desert, with temperatures soaring to unbearable levels, making it inhospitable for most forms of life. While the dark side would remain a frozen wasteland, shrouded in perpetual darkness and extreme cold. A place where only the hardiest of organisms could hope to survive. The only habitable regions would be a narrow band along the terminator, a thin strip of land where the extremes of hot and cold meet. This terminator line, the line separating day and night, would be the new frontier for life. This twilight zone, with its perpetual dusk and relatively moderate temperatures, would become the last refuge for life on Earth. Here, the balance of light and dark would create a unique environment. Here, some resilient species might find a way to adapt and survive, evolving to thrive in this narrow band of habitability. The oceans, now concentrated at the poles, would be very different from their pre-stop counterparts. These polar waters would be isolated from the rest of the planet. The lack of sunlight penetration in the deep polar waters would drastically alter marine ecosystems, leading to a cascade of changes in the food web, leading to the extinction of many species. The marine life that once thrived in warmer sunlit waters would struggle to survive. However, life, being tenacious, would find a way to persist even in these extreme conditions. Some organisms would adapt to the new, harsher realities. New species adapted to the harsh environment would emerge, showcasing the incredible resilience of life, creating a new chapter in Earth's evolutionary history. This new era would be defined by the survival of the fittest in a world of extremes. Section 7. Life finds a way. Adaptation and evolution. The cessation of Earth's rotation would be a mass extinction event, wiping out a vast majority of life on the planet. However, life has a remarkable ability to adapt and evolve, and it's likely that some species would find ways to survive. Extremophiles, organisms that thrive in extreme environments, would be the most likely candidates for survival. These organisms, already adapted to harsh conditions like extreme temperatures, radiation, and lack of sunlight, would have a head start in the new Earth. Over generations, these organisms would evolve and diversify, filling the ecological niches left vacant by extinct species. New food chains would emerge, and life, in a new form, would begin to flourish in the twilight zone and the depths of the polar oceans. The Earth, once teeming with a diversity of life, would become a testament to the power of adaptation, with new and strange creatures populating its drastically altered landscapes. Section 8. A cosmic perspective. The hypothetical scenario of Earth stopping its rotation offers a valuable opportunity to appreciate the delicate balance that makes life on our planet possible. It highlights the crucial role that Earth's rotation plays in shaping our climate, weather patterns, and even the very existence of life as we know it. From a cosmic perspective, the Earth's rotation is just one of many factors that contribute to its habitability. Our distance from the sun, the presence of a magnetic field, and the composition of our atmosphere all play a crucial role in making Earth a suitable home for life. The vastness of the universe, with its billions of galaxies and countless stars, suggests that there might be other planets out there that harbor life. However, the conditions that make Earth habitable are incredibly specific and unlikely to be replicated elsewhere. Section 9. Conclusion. Appreciating our spinning world. While the scenario of Earth stopping its rotation is purely hypothetical, it serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance that makes our planet habitable. The next time you feel the warmth of the sun on your face or the wind in your hair, take a moment to appreciate the constant spin that makes it all possible. Our planet's rotation is a fundamental aspect of our existence, shaping our world and influencing every aspect of our lives. By understanding the forces at play and the potential consequences of their disruption, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the delicate beauty and fragility of our home in the cosmos.